I have to rotate it back. Shit, so I can't even use this anyway. Alright, we're gonna be leaning the camera on a candle. And hopefully that will work. So hi. What's up everybody? It's JD. I hope you can hear me okay. I'll try to pull the table up closer to me. Hold on. Let me grab my coffee. You might fall over. Yep. I knew you would. Damn. I got some bedhead like crazy today. Good morning to everyone. It is October 1st, as far as I know. Glad it's October. It's one of my absolute favorite months of the year. It has my favorite holiday, but really it just has my favorite vibe and my favorite energy. What's up, Jay Phoenix? What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me. Happy Sunday to you wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Hey, Nina. What's up, sister? And hey, Jeff. Good to see you, too. Thanks for coming, guys. I just wanted to do a quick little hangout this morning, talk about a few things. I think that you can feel the energy in the air as October is finally here. All of you that are that have always been a witch, you know, I think that is something that most of us share in common, is the fact that we love the fall. We love October, fall, autumn. Like that's always been my absolute favorite. And like this is the season where I enjoy the highest levels of mental health and like just being happy overall. Like the vibration of this season is one of my favorites. Now I could probably move like to other areas of the world and I may feel better year round. Like the summers here in Virginia are really hot and humid and oppressive. The winters are typically cold and sometimes we get some snow, but the springtime too gets really humid. So it has a lot to do with I think the weather, but really, you know, just the vibration of this season, I fucking love it. Hey Leo, hey Tava Baker. I don't know, I always say Barker. Every time I see your name, I like add an R in there, and I don't know where that comes from, but there must be something relating to the letter R that's significant in your life. I know that sounds weird, but I always keep seeing it in your last name, and it doesn't exist. I'm having a nice cup of coffee this morning. I've been working on my website because that's something that I've needed to do for a long time, and I really don't know like what I'm doing exactly, even though I made the site myself like 7 years ago. They made a lot of changes, and I don't really know how to mess with it, but I know it's finally time that I do it. I've been procrastinating about that and about a lot of things for a long time, and it's really been through working with Lucifer and Belial both on a continuous basis. You know, there's other demons that I want to give props and praise to, of course. I mean, there's a whole list of them, but I would say that like more than anything else, I have been relying on Lucifer's guidance and wisdom, like his spiritual guidance and spiritual wisdom, and I have been relying on Belial's overwhelming power and authority that he has in this physical realm to like actually make physical things happen in this world. Like he's that real mover and shaker, right? So for me, those two spirits are a very powerful combination. Now, Azazel cannot be overlooked, Abaddon cannot be overlooked, Lilith cannot be overlooked, Asmodeus cannot be overlooked. You know, I mean, there's a ton of others, Shemyaza, and you know, it can go on and on and on. But I would say that those two, for me anyways, have really helped me to sculpt and mold the reality that I want in this life. You know, I know a lot of people really focus on one demon or one spirit in particular. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I do suggest that people do that too. Like whatever feels right for you, and whatever is going to be a part of your path. Ultimately, you're going to spend time with certain demons when the time is right, whether you consciously initiate it or they initiate it for you. And I think for a lot of us, depending on your degree of astral senses and development, your psychic ability, so on and so forth, you may not realize a demon's involvement and interaction in your life necessarily, like especially if you didn't consciously call them. Because for a lot of us, they interject themselves in our lives, you know, whether this is through an ancestral connection or a past life connection that we have established. Because I can pretty much guarantee you that everybody in this chat right now, you are all a witch in one form or another in your past life, and of course your ancestors were too. So all of this is tied together. They are very, very intimately intertwined in your energy. And the thing is, like, is for yourself to like discover which one resonates with your frequency and vibration the most, and make that spirit your patron, you know. And that's like a natural process. That's something that will just happen, and a lot of times people just know, like right off the get-go, maybe even before working with any other spirits. The first one they work with, they're like, oh yeah, that's my man, right? And you just know, it's something that you just know. And you know, those spirits are always with you. They are always with you. They're always looking out for you. They always have your back. They'll even allow you to make dumb choices and to sit and waller in the beds that you make. And they'll sit there and they'll wait with you. They don't like it. They don't like hanging out, especially in like a bed of bullcrap that you created, because ultimately they want to help you get out of that bed. They want to help you to rise above, and they want to help you to get moving and to do awesome things in this world and in this reality. You know, they don't want you sitting around rotting, not doing anything, you know, for yourself or anyone else. That doesn't really do much good for anyone. But sometimes we all feel like we can't move, that we can't do anything good for ourselves or for other people. But that's simply not the case. Each and every one of us here are capable of making someone else smile. And if you can make someone else smile and you can make someone else happy just for a moment, just for one moment out of a day, that's pretty successful. I mean, that can make the day overall pretty successful. It's better than not accomplishing a darn thing, that's for sure. So just making someone smile. And I know that's like getting off topic here. I wanted to mention that I know for a lot of you, I think that you have all been on the precipice of big things and of big changes. Like with the seasons changing here, going into fall, I think that I can feel that in everyone, like this restlessness, this restless spirit that is certainly not a negative thing. This restless spirit is something that is causing you to be hungry to go after the things that you want. Like I can feel everyone is kind of like at a starting line, so to speak. Like we're getting ready to like see the gun be raised, and they're gonna fire that shot, and we're all gonna start taking off running towards the things that we want to manifest and the things that we want in our lives, the things that we have been hesitant to move on or act on. Now is the time to do it, for sure. And I think that most of y'all can feel that. And I know, just being connected to a lot of you here, I know that you've been working on things. I know that you've been putting things together in your life. I know that you've had a lot of really, really awesome big ideas that either you have not been willing to make manifest, or maybe you just didn't know how to go about making it manifest. Well, all of those things are going to start to fall into place now. And for a lot of you, really for all of you here, I can certainly feel that. So that's something to be excited about, and that's an energy to jump a hold of and like grab a hold of and to run with. Um, it's when you get that pit of excitement in your stomach, don't confuse it with anxiety. It'll definitely turn into anxiety and keep you seated and like stuck in the place that you're in if you don't get up and you use that energy to create. Because like, don't forget what a creative, unique, articulate person that you are, and that the world really wants to see, hear, smell, and taste what it is that you have to offer, what it is that you and your magic brings forth. Because like everything that we do and everything that we make, everything that we manifest is absolute magic. The way that we're doing this right here, right now, looking into our black mirrors, and you see my image and you hear my voice, and I can even like see what it is that you're communicating to back to me. Like, that's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Like it's very similar to the process that we're using for dealing with these spirits that we communicate with, isn't it? I was watching a really cool video yesterday on YouTube, and if you haven't checked this guy out before, most of you here probably are familiar with this guy. He's an old school cat, that Poke Runyon guy, and he talks about a lot of like Ars Goetia type of thing and like ceremonial magic. Using that mirror, using two-part evocation, and like just that process that he goes through. I think his order was called like the Temple of Astarte or something like that. Some of it like is a little strange, and like, I mean, the dude is really cool. I mean, for one thing, I hope that I can be half as cool as that guy when I'm his age, and I'll still be performing magic and doing my thing. But I just, if you want something interesting to watch that you could probably pull a few little hints and tricks from here and there too, like check out that Poke Runyon video. Just look up Poke Runyon, Ars Goetia or something on YouTube, and you'll see it. It's like akin to like a 1980s like PBS special or something. Like it kind of has that energy to it, which is something that I like anyway, because that's from like my era when I was a child, and so I love that kind of stuff. Hope everyone had a great Super Harvest Moon. We just had that the other night, and that was a powerful, powerful, powerful day. I didn't sleep very much the night before, the Thursday night before that. And I ate my last meal at about 7 p.m. on that Thursday. Fasted all day on Friday. The only thing that I had was some coffee, several cups of coffee. But I fasted until I started those rituals at about, I guess, 10 p.m. or so on Friday night. Was in ritual for many, many hours. And then I had a nice meal after that. I actually did have a steak and a sweet potato and a Caesar salad. It was freaking bomb. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I hope that Tulame is okay and that all of that's good there. And, I hope that was a good thing that you mean there. But yeah, so y'all know about this, the sleeping. I mean, like full moons too, like generally speaking, full moons kind of drain me, and I can feel very tired around the full moon. And I always hate that, because I usually have like a lot of big things that I'm working on a full moon, a lot of things that I like to do for myself, but things that I'm doing for other people too. And so those two things don't really go together very well when your energy's zapped. So what I did this time is just to like really started focusing on my self-care, like earlier in the week. Like if I'm doing the ritual on Friday, over last weekend, I already started making sure I was drinking extra water, I was avoiding fried food. I was avoiding a lot of overeating of meat, processed stuff. Definitely alcohol. I had a few beers here and there, but like I was drinking a lot every day. I cut alcohol out altogether, and that's something that I'm doing now anyhow too. But I really, began to give offerings to the spirits, leading up to Friday, starting to cleanse myself, take better care of myself, like try to make sure that like come Thursday or Friday that I was going to be in the best physical, spiritual, mental condition that I could be in. And then not eating at all on Friday, doing that ritual work Friday night. When you go into ritual, you feel energized, you feel good. You're not weighed down by a lot of heavy food. Your body's not trying to digest this food. It's the best way to really get the energy flowing through your body is to be empty. So I know I've told you all I'm going to make a video on my full ritual protocol, my formula for ritual success. A lot of what I'm talking about now involves those things, but I'm going to break it down and make a proper video. I've just been too busy to do it, but I'm going to do it. But I will say that I have found that that is a very important element to your ritual work, is to go into it empty, to not be full of food. Like I would at least fast for the entire day, that one day if you're gonna do a ritual that night. It makes a big difference. And then after you're done, eat whatever you want. Eat a bunch of food, enjoy it, ground the magic, because it does ground your magic. It's really not for you just to be able to like reward yourself and to chill out and to get the ritual off your mind. It's about much more than that. It's actually allowing the magic that you have just performed to be pulled from the ether, to channel down through you and anchor it into the ground. It truly does. Once you get in alignment, in a rhythm with that process, you'll feel how big of a difference it makes and how substantial of a part it is. Especially like if you're used to not worrying about any of those things and you just do your rituals whenever, even if you're full or whatever the case may be, like try it this way and see how much more connected you feel to the entire process, to the demon that you're calling upon, the connection to yourself, all of those things. Like it will enhance all of it. But I just wanted to, jump on here and give everybody a positive message today. A positive message that I can sense that a lot of you are on the verge of beginning and creating some amazing things in this reality. I can feel it. I can sense that. And you people that I'm talking to know who you are. Well, put the pedal to the metal and get going on it. Do whatever you need to do to support that intention that you have so that you can make it manifest. For me personally, I want to lean full-fledged into being who I am, what I am, which is a sorcerer, a healer, a practitioner. I want to lean into that even more and to really become what I am fully, into to the fullest degree. I've still got a lot of work to do, yes, of course, and that's always going to be the case. But I have been holding myself back in so many ways for so long, like being scared, was like the biggest one. Being scared of success, that's a weird one too, but a lot of you fall into that category too, being scared, actually scared to succeed. Because yes, once you do step into certain things and you start moving forward, then you're accountable to it, right? But there's nothing wrong with that. Be accountable to your process. Be accountable to yourself. Other people are going to try to get in the way of what you're doing. They're going to try to distract you. Say that one again. Other people are going to try their best to distract you Watch out for those distractions. That's the big pitfall right there, is those distractions. Like once you get some momentum going, oh, distraction, now you're down in that hole. You got to climb out of that one now and get undistracted and start paying attention and keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes fixed on where it is that you want to go. You can still have fun, you can still enjoy yourself, you can still enjoy life, but guess what? You're going to be enjoying life a whole lot more when you're actually on your purpose and you're actually doing what the things that you want to do that make you happy, that are also going to bring you the things in the life that you want to manifest, like just by being you, who you are, and being on your purpose. And if you don't have a purpose, find one. You know, your heart is like screaming out to you, telling you and showing you like what your purpose is and what it is that you need to embrace. I know you all hear it. That little still small voice, all those demons you call upon saying, yo, you got to do this, you got to do this. Why aren't you doing this? Now's the time to do this. Come on. Y'all can all do it for real. And I know that you will. Now is the time. It's the perfect season. The energy is ripe. The veil is thin. There's all kinds of magic that you can create between now and Halloween. You've got 30 days to work with these energies specifically. And then you've got all November too. I mean, fall's not going anywhere, but I'm just talking about October in particular. Like, set this month on fire. That's what I'm planning on doing for real. Like, I am going to be and keep my motivation. I'm going to keep my happiness. I am going to keep all of this energy that the only thing I can do is thank Lucifer and thank Belial. Thank Belial for my current mindset, my current state of energy, my current state of beingness. Every single night, his altar is in my bedroom, and I have been doing evocations with him every single night and giving offerings to him and just repeating as a mantra, Belial, give me power, give me strength, give me health, give me happiness. Belial, give me strength, give me happiness, give me wealth, give me power, give me happiness, give me health. Like just repeating all of these things, the things that I really want and need in my life in order to be successful, which being successful makes me happy. Being successful or wanting to be in the pursuit of being successful doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make me a narcissist. It doesn't make me any of those things just because I want to improve me. That has nothing to do with anyone else, and no one else should be offended by it or put off by it. If anything, they should be like, fuck yeah, dude. And they should do the same thing for themselves too, right? So don't be afraid to go after what it is that you want to get. Don't let anybody make you feel like it's wrong or bad. If it's right, you know it's right. In your heart, for you, you know. No one else knows but you. Don't let anyone else dictate what those things are or aren't in your life as well. Yep, I am doing a flip. Plop, plop. If I could do a flip, I would do a flip. Because that's how good I'm feeling. And that's what I wish for each and every one of you. Like seriously, with these demons that you work with, like sometimes all you have to do is ask. And like ask with and declare with the fullness of your heart that like, yo, this is what I want and need. Help me with it. Bring it to me. And you will be shocked and amazed at the results that you will get. Like literally, you could be feeling like shit. You could be down in the dumps. You could feel that there is nothing that you could do to change your situation. Sit down in front of that sigil, go into it, leave some offerings, be sincere. Don't rush it. Give it your time and attention. Give it your full time and attention. Be present in that moment and make those declarations. Ask those spirits, your friends, the VIP in your crib at that moment that you've invited over, your good old buddy, old pal, Oh man, I don't know what happened with my stream. Okay, I think I'm reconnected. It keeps saying that I'm losing connection. I don't know why. Sorry about that. But those VIPs, like, once they're sitting down in your house, you've given them those offerings, then ask for what it is that you want. And ask again and again and again. Give them that offering. You will see that things will begin to change. You will see that you will begin to change. And yes, sometimes other people aren't going to like to see that change in you, especially if they're not making those changes themselves. So be prepared for that, because that kind of backlash can happen too. We all have those people, most likely. If you don't have them, good. But we all have those people that unfortunately will like to try to sideline you or to slow you down just because they're not ready to start climbing or running and speeding up with you. That's okay. That's okay. Everybody goes at their own pace. Everybody's doing their thing. Just remember that your magic, your spirituality, your path, your practice is yours. It's not anyone else's. Okay? So you're the one that gets to say what you do, how you do, when you do, and everything else associated with it. It does not belong to anyone else. It belongs to you. Your magic belongs to you. And just like that, the responsibility of your magic belongs to you as well. And the abundance of the manifestation does as well. But then you can share that with anyone that you want to. That's the beauty of that as well. So before I say as well one more time, I'm going to get out of here as well. Go drink some coffee as well and get back to work. I'm going to go see my daughters later this afternoon. My oldest daughter has a choir practice for the music group that she's in until like 3. So I'm going to be doing some things, working on some things. Going for a walk out here in nature today is beautiful. That's another thing I've been doing lately that's really been helping me a lot, is getting back out and reconnecting. Now that the weather is not so crazy here in this part of the world anyways, I'm going to take advantage of it. So you take advantage of it too. It'll make you feel good, just saying. So love you all. Thanks to everyone, all the soul family, the channel members. Love you so much. Smell my face and smell it good. And I will catch you all soon. Bye.